You know what? There was an individual who the niggas just started calling me out of my name after he was inspired by and influenced by me. It was this ultimate slap in the face. Like I just couldn't understand that despite whatever you think about me, and despite what I think about a lot of people, I would never, like for example, I would never come on here and I might criticize him. And when I criticize him, it's criticism, and he can respond if he wants to. But you would never hear me come on here and call Charlemagne the God instead of C the God. Even though I don't even like calling people God, period, because there's only one God. But I would never call him out of his name and say C the fraud. That to me, that's ultimate disrespect. Could I challenge him on an opinion he has or something he said? Absolutely, but I would never do that. Like call him out of his like. So when I heard that, I was like, especially given that you said I inspired you and all that, that was very disrespectful. Not gonna lie, I've held on to that ever since. I just can't believe that a guy just randomly came out the side of his mouth to do that. Um, of course, we went. I think there's a little back and forth. Homie has made a bunch of videos about me, and again, I think that's his style of responding. I stream, so whatever. But you know what? I kind of stopped almost responding when I saw homie started to move off of facts, and it was probably the last video that he did on me where he was just saying random stuff. Well, 6ix9ine told me that he fucked your girl and you broke your TV and your girl thought that's just, and I was like, whoa. I can't go back and forth with a liar. And I can't go back and forth with people who skew the facts. So if we want to play the propaganda game, you'll probably win at that because I just don't have time to go back and forth every single time. Like, no, this is the fact. This is because essentially I feel like it's like a bait to continue me responding. Anyway, I see like there's a homie made some new there's a new video, and I haven't watched it because I strictly I don't watch this stuff really, but I read comments like when I read comments I'm like okay, and maybe I should watch it, right? But I don't know, like you know what I mean, like I'm so ever since that little mix up or whatever it was, I just don't know what it was, but I definitely didn't like fucking you know what I mean try to pay him like yo he stole my shit blah blah. I make sure none of his like words even enter my sphere. Like I don't watch his shit. I would rather somebody paraphrase. I don't want to hear his voice. Just really because of that. Because I don't want a nigga to be like if anything that come up, I literally have not heard you. Anyway, what happened is from what I'm seeing or what I saw in the comments was like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I think now it's getting cynical. It's like, yo, they're controlling the. And you know what? Let me be frank with y'all. I understand the angles being played here, and I'm not. This is not. I'm not calling nobody out or nothing like that. But you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say it's disgusting. I just find it peculiar and interesting that when X died, and he died recently. I see like niggas almost trying to employ some of X's tactic to, I don't know if you're trying to recreate some type of energy or maybe because you feel like a bunch of his supporters are watching you for updates on his death. If something happened and he did it, I explained that to you. I explained that to the world. So for as close as y'all thought whoever was with X, I told you I was literally on the phone when X tweeted that. When X put up on Instagram story, if something happens to me, Drake did it, I'm snitching. I was on FaceTime with him. So whatever you're thinking and whatever you thought it meant, I was speaking to him face to face. Through, of course, a phone, but still. And I get it. I think now is propaganda time. I just don't want to participate in that because I don't really like. Salute to all you X fans, but you X fans are X fans and stands. You guys aren't hip hop fans. X fans are cult ish. So after this X wave is done, y'all don't really want to watch me. I just want X, like, so, you know what I mean? And no disrespect to y'all, it's just that's what it is. So like I'm not catering to y'all. I'm just catering to my audience. But I don't have time to run propaganda on y'all. And again, from what I seen from the video, I don't know if Homie and the 6ix9ine had a falling out. Actually, let me see if I can call this nigga. I don't know what's going on. I would like to know. Actually, I read the comment section. Yeah, y'all always tell me what's going on. Cause I did listen to the Joe Budden thing though before. Let me see. This thing is in Belgium or some shit like that. He's like in Auschwitz. No, actually, why do I keep saying Auschwitz? That was like a concentration fucking camp for like. I'm so sorry. I think I want to say like Switzerland or something like that. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. I don't even think I anything. Whatever. Y'all could tell me. I just respond to it. And listen, let me tell you this. I just don't. You know what I mean? I could use these little mind games and whatever and propaganda and just throw out certain things and you know what I mean? Like there's many videos you guys have never seen of me and X and I could throw it in front of every X video I do and be like, yo, he did love me and I just don't care to prove to fans like that. You know what I mean? If X wasn't my friend and I wasn't feeling lost personally and if it was all about like, okay, let me just I'm sorry, like this just isn't about you X fans. I'm sorry. If I show up to his memorial, it just isn't about you. It's because I want to pay respects, and I don't feel like. And just like his mom, like I think his mom doesn't feel like she has to defend herself to X fans. That's her son. It's not about you guys. I'm sorry, and I know you guys were his family because he loved you guys so much. But to other people who had personal connections with him, it doesn't all rely or go back to his fans. Like you guys are gonna think what you want to think, and it's okay. So that is pretty much what it is. Somebody said they're gonna boo me tomorrow. That's not tomorrow. Wait, I guess it is tomorrow. Why would they boo me? Why would they even announce that I'm there? That would be weird. Like it's about X. Like me being there is like a minuscule part of the story. Like why would they announce like yo akademiks is here? That'd be really awkward. Like why do we care if akademiks is here when we're here to mourn over X? Somebody says, but sometimes the fans have more connection than family. Football for the creator, yes and no. The reason why I say yes and no is that the fans who believe they know and they love X so much, I could attest, and I don't believe I know X to the ultimate. Like I'm done. But I believe y'all knew a portion of him. The person who privately communicated with a lot of different people, yeah, those people know certain things you don't. And I see people like they were mad at Trippy or whatever, and who knows? I mean, like you see, I'm just not into the thing to say who X had a connection with or not before. I'm public with saying that me and X had a falling out before he passed away, but I'm not here to say X wasn't like everybody was X's best friend these days. I'm not here to say that to anyone else, like if they were or not. Childish Gambino stealing. I will review that. I think that's interesting, but I gotta find out a little bit more about the origin of the song. If I was X's mom, I wouldn't want to. If you were X's mom, you wouldn't want to be around you. What? Does X have unreleased music? I've heard music that haven't been out, so I'm guessing yes. Somebody said he says homie says if something happened to him, me and 6ix9ine did. Bro, everybody had. I'm not even gonna lie, man. These days, I'm not even mad when niggas is like just trying to chase clout. I'm like, bro, just take the clout, my nigga. Just go ahead, bro. If something happened, I did it. What? What? yo, hold on. I don't mean to even laugh at this or like clown it, but yo, think about this. There's so many rappers I have like supposed beef with. You're telling me that if I have the power to like do something to somebody, the first person on my list, come on. Everybody else who been dissing me, man, I seen Vic Mensa do like 3,000 push-ups yesterday on the video. That nigga healthy as a motherfucker. You're telling me that if I had these phantom ninja killers, soul snatchers, whatever, masked robbers, super duper goons, the first person that I would dispatch them on, bro, really? I'm just saying, man. I don't know, man. That sounds fun. Well, chat niggas is lit. Chat niggas is lit. But Jesus Christ. Somebody said, you act like you're not Treyway now. Oh. Am I Treyway? I don't know if Treyway's a good thing, though. Hey, you know what? And without even knowing, and this is why, you know what I mean, I don't really want to get back into this back and forth with homie. He's not, bro, he's just not saying facts anymore, man. Like, when he was sticking to facts and when we had a conversation, and he's too scared to get on here and speak to me again. So, like, why even, see, he's going to take this and there's another video coming tomorrow, guys, because whatever, y'all have told me you're tired of him making a million videos of X. Who knows, man? But it's gonna. My only thing is this: I don't know what him and 6ix9ine got going on, bro. Like, I don't know. Okay, if I had to guess, because I spoke to 6ix9ine yesterday, he called me and he says, "Ak, why the fuck niggas keep saying my chain got snatched?" And because actually I even texted him. I said, "Niggas, your chain on tour?" And then come to find out, there might be information. I don't know what was put out. Anyway, from that conversation, he said, bro, I'm still in Europe, whatever. I could only imagine he probably called homie afterwards. And I keep telling y'all, you know what I mean? And I've told him too, just on a constructive tip, like, not hating, nothing like that, like, really giving him constructive advice. And I told him that the associations you see with me and these rappers, you have to be able to stand your ground while maintaining them. If you can't, don't have them. And I said this a long time ago, and that's why people take the clip in question about X into people like, oh, blah, blah, yours. No, I was trying to show him that what's happening to him are these artists or people befriending you to control you. That was it. You know what? And some stuff I don't want to say because I would never speak ill of the dead. But most of the dissension between me and it was because of that. When I didn't do something he wanted, or I did something which I thought with all my journalistic, and I'm not a journalist, integrity, was right, you know what he said? Yo, why would you do that? We didn't talk for a while, but it was still love. That was the point I was trying to make with that recording, because I saw a pattern I saw homie like making and shit. 6ix9ine hit me recently, and 6ix9ine said, yo, you don't cover me like how you used to." And I said, bro, you fine. I said, we have somebody to cover you. That's homie. Like, he'll cover you. Like, I could create a new artist. I don't want to say I'm creating an artist, but I could focus on other artists. But like, everybody reporting about you is kind of fucking boring. But anyway, what I was trying to tell him back then, and of course it was with a lot of theatrics. I just don't, X died this week, and trust me, he's still bum is dead. I'm sorry to say, he's still bum is dead. Again, I carry a grudge, bro. You should have never really. Once you said that, bro, it just. I'm sorry, but in my perspective, and this is why I called him out on the whole thing with 6ix9ine, is that he saw me cool or friends with these rappers, and he wanted to be in the club, and he was willing to do anything to get in it. And what he didn't realize is that all that glitters isn't gold. Me and X weren't the best of buds all the time. It was something where we had respect for each other and we had a love for each other, but at times we were upset at each other. And that's how friendship goes, and that's how friendship goes when it meshes also with a job. That's just the truth of it. And when 6ix9ine came into play, I saw homie, like, I was literally, the first time they ever spoke, I was talking to 6ix9ine, and 6ix9ine had family issues going on, and he felt that homie was trying to exploit his family issues for YouTube revenue. And he was like, dude knows that some of these women are lying on me, and I have a baby mother, and I have a child, and blah blah blah. Why is he going this hard with me on some random bullshit when shit on your stream chicks come up and they're like underage or whatever, and they say whatever about X and nobody cares? And I told him, I said, listen, you know what? I don't know what to tell you. Because me and this guy, we had went at it publicly. But I said, yo, we had a conversation on live, and I debunked everything he thought he had as facts, and it was embarrassing to him, so I'm pretty sure he'll keep my name out of it. And I said, unfortunately for you, 6ix9ine, you are a rapper, and yeah, and 6ix9ine said, I feel like he's taking out his issues with you on me. So he said, I'm gonna sell this now. He says, I think I'm gonna DM him. I said, if you know what's good for you, you should probably stay away from this guy. Nothing but jealousy bleeds from him. And he reached out to him, and I listened to their first conversation on FaceTime. It wasn't no like police recording thing, but he said, I want you to hear how he reacts to me. And what I heard on the phone while I listened to my son talk to 6ix9ine was a guy who literally bowed down to the knees of a guy he was just criticizing and chastising on YouTube, and he did it in exchange. You see, I don't record calls, and maybe 6ix9ine did. 6ix9ine, he'd be having some records, but whatever. And y'all have seen him online, right? Like, we saw the table shit, right? What I mean, I don't record shit like that. I'm not the person, oh my god, let me get this footage to expose him later. That's not it. For me, it told me all I needed to know. And what was heard on the phone was a guy who was going hard on YouTube, but essentially would trade his integrity just to feel like he was friends. The minute 6ix9ine said, you could call me or text me whenever, but delete that video, the video got deleted, and there was a retraction or whatever. And I did mention that in a future video, or not video, but stream that I went at homie. I said that was pretty low. And that was my thing with him trying to criticize me. That was it. You cannot criticize me for saying that I'm a sellout, it's not academics, he's doing this, he's doing that, when essentially the moment you're offered even to be texting buddies, you essentially throw your soul to the wolves. You did the same, and that was it. That was it. Again, which I don't know what it is between them, but I really don't know what it is between them. I don't know, but that is pretty much what it is. Well, yeah, type. Why have to have numbers? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm playing bingo. Y'all don't give a fuck what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Yeah, I said this 50 times already. Like, y'all keep asking about it, but like, I'm just answering it because I don't know why y'all keep asking me about it. The notion that if something happens to anyone, I am the responsibility of it. That is, I think that's laughable, and that's just not true. That's all I could say.